This tutorial will cover the computing of financial losses to an individual for two different situations. The first is when your client may have to reduce their workload due to caregiving responsibilities. The second, when your client may need to quit work for the same situation. We're going to first cover reduced work. When you view the screen, you will see a list of 10 variables. As you look at the first four, you're going to see a percentage is given following the number that you enter. For example, the monthly net is followed by 3%. This is the estimated increase in wages per year, and you can adjust it to your client's own situation. The savings, investment, and pension contributions also have percentages attached. These represent the yearly returns from each, and again should be modified to your client's own situation. The other entries are straightforward. You enter the years the individual needs to be in a caretaking role and when it will start. The best way to approach this is let's do it through a case study. Your client is anticipating that over the next year, she'll have to reduce her work hours by 25% to care for her father who's not ready for nursing home care. Simply enter her monthly net and complete the first 5 variables. Enter 1 year in the top right variable. Since this will begin immediately, leave the preset set at 0. Now enter your client's age and estimated age at retirement. Now you're going to notice the last variable is the value of lost use of money. Now this is an estimate of what the client might have gained from the income they lost due to care situations. This value is also adjustable to your client's situation. When you submit this data, notice that the calculations are not complete. You still have some entries to make. This variable is the amount of work reduction. In this case, we determined that it would be 25% work reduction. Now you have to figure whether the client expects any caregiving expenses, such as gasoline, travel, or taking care of their own children. If the client is unsure what those expenses are, you can select the proper description at the bottom, and CAP will do the rest. In this case, your client lives within 100 miles of her father, the only person she'll have care responsibilities. When this is complete, just click the Select button. You'll notice that the results section is now complete. Two important things to notice. While the losses for the year might seem small, the value of lost use is calculated until retirement, which is going to give you a truer picture of total financial impact of caregiving. To create a report, just click Print, enter your client name, and a full report will be created. This can be turned into a PDF for printing or emailing. Now, what if your client has to quit work for care? Now, you're going to note as we go here that the variables are the same as for reduced work. It's the same client in this case. The only difference is that the financial loss is total for the time involved. We've left the same numbers as in the reduced work scenario. For this example, we'll compute caregiving expenses again for one individual. Hit the Compute button, and the total 1-year losses at retirement are given. Again, remember you can always change the variables to create different scenarios for your client for their financial planning. Just change the variables and reset the form. As in the last example, you can create a report by hitting the Print button and creating a final PDF.